Met Walter Cronkite in 1987 while doing the America's Cup, the score for the America's Cup with Zakir Hussain. I invited him to a Grateful Dead concert, and he loved it. He came back at halftime and he said, I was thinking of 1,000 things, excuses to leave, but you know, Mickey, I can't think of one now. You guys really get to people. Thank you, Walter, and he invited me to his house. I went to my home. That's where our love began. 22 years now. He was a great drummer. He loved to drum. This was one of his last real freedoms. And during one of he would say to me very inquisitively, he would say, well, Mickey, when do we know we have the groove? When do we know, what does it feel like, Mickey? I said, and I try to explain it to him, but it's really hard to explain the power of rhythm and power of music. I said, Walter, you'll know when you get it. And maybe 3-4 years later, we were playing, and he played every day before dinner and after dinner, actually. So anybody who walked through the door was subject to the drum, as Mike Wallace could probably attest to. And he looked at me. We were deep in the groove, and all of a sudden he looked at me and said, I got it. And that's all he said. I got it. I know. Well, Walter, this rhythm was one of his favorite rhythms, and we're going to play it for him. Walter, my dear friend, bon voyage.